All right, so first listening station, you just want to remember your body mechanics. So feet are apart. You're just putting your hands on the dorsal side of the feet and just kind of waiting to see what you feel. With the craniosacral rhythm, you should feel the legs rotate out. So that's what you'll feel at this ring, or at this part of the body. You'll feel them rotate out. Sometimes, like I said, they might be out of whack, so out of rhythm. One might not move at all. Sometimes there might be like a rickety feeling, so like it's getting stuck. Sometimes it can be funny, but it should. The rhythm should be. You should feel 9 to 12 rounds of the rhythm, but they should be 3 seconds long. So slow 1, 2, 3 out. Slow 1, 2, 3 in. So let's see if I can feel the earth. You kind of want to make sure you loosen up too. That's a big part of craniosacral. If you're tense or you have some kind of stress that you're dealing with, you gotta leave it outside because it makes it really hard to feel what the client's body is doing. And then that slide that said it makes it easier to just kind of let your eyes not focus. So not necessarily focusing on like one thing, but just kind of, disassociating. That's the easiest way to
I was
say
gonna say, do you like close your eyes at all, like during that?
I do sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I will. They recommend not doing it, but sometimes I will. It's easier to close off a sense, to open that touch up. Also, I'll tell my clients I'm not going to talk unless I have a big question for them, because feeling the vibrations of my voice in my body, I can't find the rhythm.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Especially because I have a lower tone voice, so the deeper vibration. Her rhythm feels like it's pretty much in sync. Left foot, left leg feels like it's slightly behind.
So,
Yeah.
my last session of Reiki, that was specifically Reiki for that left leg, was when I was after my accident in 2010. So you're right on cue.
Yeah. And usually with the legs or the feet, if you're feeling something off, it's usually some kind of joint, ankle, knee, hip, SI joint, is usually what you're feeling. And the best way to know that is when you get up to the upper part of the body, you won't feel any difference up there. So it's like, oh, it was something down here. Also, there's this thing that sometimes occurs called arcing, where if there is a past injury or, say, a trauma in the body, it'll swing away. So similar to a ripple in water, so there's something in the fascia that's making it ripple away. So sometimes I'll feel the body kind of shift. With Sandra, the other coach, I don't know if Sandra's ever filled in for you guys.
No,
But
I'm always here.
You're always here. I'm always here too,
Sandra's always
unless
here,
I'm taking
yeah.
a class. So Sandra filled in for me when I took a class. But
Sandra.
she had been hit by a drunk driver, and I didn't know that. But I was feeling her, and I was like, your body's arcing away from your right side. They had slammed into the right side of her car. Yeah, that's the first one. You're just kind of letting your hands rest. You're not holding or anything like that. Just resting lightly on top. Similar to that nickel, I lost track of it. I don't know. Did everyone get the nickel on their finger?
Yeah, I gave it back.
Okay. I was like, okay. But it's just light touch. That's the first one. I'll go into the second one, and then we'll go on. The second hand placement for the feet is just coming under the Achilles and just resting your hands on the side. This table's a little low for me, so just getting a little bit lower and just kind of holding on. Maybe your body mechanics not doing that.
So do you usually have your table higher because of cranio?
No. Oh, whatever is the best height for you is a good height. Yep.
Okay.
I'm like, I never changed my table, so I couldn't tell you. But I would say I don't use the metal tables, so the wooden tables I keep them on the fourth one. I have a wooden table in my job.
Do you use the craniosacral for like palpation sometimes, like to see if like it guides you to a certain part of the body that you want to like check in?
Like for a regular massage?
Yeah, like if you incorporate it in regular massage.
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know everyone's saying, but when I was talking about intuitively what I feel in the body, I kind of do that with regular massage. For craniosacral, the listening stations are your palpation stations. I was like, they really should be called palpation stations instead of listening, but I don't usually, not in a regular massage, but I do have clients who come in for upper body only, and I'll incorporate some craniosacral in that, especially if they get like migraines or something like that. Craniosacral can be really good for them. So yeah, that's good. That's the first two. So if you guys want to give that a shot, just to see if you can feel the rhythm, and I'll show you guys the other listening stations if you're not catching it down here.
Do you find it important to